In today's video, I want to go over why I believe the biggest bull market is yet to come and why 2026 is going to be the biggest divide amongst investors. Right now, the ongoing sentiment for crypto is the bear market is just starting and it's going to be a multiple year bear market. Bitcoin's going to tank to below 50K. Altcoins will be dead. Very few will survive and the whales will come back and they'll just push Bitcoin. That's what the majority of crypto investors believe. But I want to give you guys actual reasons beyond just speculation as to why I think the biggest bull market is ahead of us versus behind us. First off, let's go over 2025. Okay, a lot of people think that this year was one of the worst bull markets. And I said in a previous video, if you go to the fear and greed, we had 10 out of 12 months in fear, or over 80% in fear. And the only 2 months we had that were in technically greed were barely above neutral levels. Bitcoin dominance never fell below 55% this year. I believe we've been in the bear market since the start of 2025. And a lot of investors, I see it all over X, all over YouTube. See you guys in 2027. I'll see you guys when Bitcoin's 20K. And they're going to miss out again and again and again. And by the way, if you're not in my Discord, we've been making money even during this choppy downtrend for the bear market. We made a 2x or 100% gain on 4 swing trades in the last 7 days alone. And best of all, it was tax-free because we tax harvested before these swing trades. I'm coming out with a course on swing trading and tax harvesting for Discord. If you want to be there for the next trade or see this course, I recommend now more than ever to join Discord. I said it before, and I feel like people just aren't going to believe this. You can make money in a bear market. We're literally showing you in the last week alone made a 2x. Most altcoins are dying down right now as we speak, or going choppy sideways, and we made a 2x on shorting. Okay, and this is without adding a single dollar to the market. Why? Because my mentality right now is saving up money to cash for 2026. I want to be there to DCA before the rips come back. So if you too are trying to improve your averages and you don't want to DCA, this is one of the only ways you can do that. Okay, it's risky, yes, I'll go over that in the course, but I highly recommend you look into this. That being said, let's get back to why I believe the bull cycle is coming in 2026. So we've been in a bear market since 2025 purely because the fear and greed has been 83% bearish. We've never seen this happen before. Also, we've never seen an altcoin season not take place in a bull cycle. Also, we've never seen a cycle have quantitative tightening, the monetary policy, extend for this long, over 3 years, almost 4 years. It's ending December 1st, which is tomorrow. And at that point, we're going to be entering closer to quantitative easing. My second reason, okay? So quantitative tightening is coming to an end. The Fed is going to stop shrinking the balance sheet. What this means is they're going to eventually shift to a new monetary policy in 26. Quantitative easing. This is where they expand the balance sheet. They do this by buying securities and injecting money liquidity into the market. This reduces the averages on high yield savings accounts and increases consumer spending by making money easier to borrow. It's cheaper to borrow money during quantitative easing. What does this do? Naturally, when you see this happen, you see risk on assets like crypto stocks and ETFs go up. The rotation, which has not happened yet, will eventually happen. See, a lot of people think altcoins are dead because we only saw Bitcoin in phase 1 rip and we saw Ethereum barely rip in phase 2. But phase 3 never happened, let alone phase 4 altcoin season. And because of this fact, there is a pure bias sentiment that it's just going to be a Bitcoin only cycle from this point on, and maybe 1 or 2 or 5 altcoins will survive. And it's this bias because of logical reasoning only, which will ruin investors. I firmly believe we're in a liquidity cycle. The 4-year cycle for Bitcoin has been working out to a T to Bitcoin. When you favor into the altcoins and you see what's been going on, the US has been rolling over debt for a number of years. And Bitcoin is being compared to what? Physical gold. What is gold being used for today? a hedge against the dollar. What is happening to the dollar? It's getting weaker. What is happening to gold? We'll pull it up. It is going up in value. It's over $4,200. Okay, so before you ask, well, John, why did Bitcoin rip and follow the 4-year cycle? Why did altcoins? I said this in my last video. I believe Bitcoin this time around, for the first time ever, was actually being used as a hedge against the dollar and a better investment vehicle versus gold, instead of purely a speculation asset, meaning it wasn't being used as like a typical crypto or stock investment. It was being used for the whales and smart money to safeguard their funds and make money against the dollar. Okay, we have legislation now that has not been here before. We have a lot of things happening behind the scenes, and it's very easy to miss these moves. But if you see gold for the past month is up 6%, over $200. It's been in an uptrend since 22. Gold has always been trending upwards during QT, when crypto falls and when stocks fall. We're seeing this happen now. What does this mean? This means the next few months, if we don't see a rally, which can still happen, gold is going to go up, continue to go up, and crypto will go down. People will firmly believe this is the start of a brutal bear market. What people don't understand is gold has been moving up since 2022, and more importantly, since the start of 2025. Look at this, $2,600. We are a 2x roughly up from the beginning of this year. What does that mean? The bear market was in January, not 2026, January, which means 2026 will be a much shorter bear market than people expect. One other reason, let's go over it. Midterm elections. Right now, there's a growing disbelief in Trump's election campaign. People do not like Trump right now. They think he messed up the market, and his ratings, at least to what people believe, are lower than what they should be. What is he going to do? He's going to want to improve his rating, especially for midterm elections. He wants to win that. What is he going to do? What has he already done? First of all, he's already said he wants Jerome Powell to cut interest rates. He's also made jokes about firing the next chairman if they don't cut rates fast enough. Okay, so Trump wants the monetary policy to change. And with a more dovish chairman coming in May, we are more likely to see this shift happen. Okay, Trump is going to want to see his ratings go up. He's going to want to come in as the savior of crypto, the savior of the markets. He's going to do everything he can to improve his approval rating. Another reason, fear has bottomed out. Okay, fear and greed bottomed out to, I believe, around 8. And now it's around 20 last I checked. Now, obviously, take us with a grain of salt. It varies on the platform you're looking at. According to fear and greed, last week, 10 was the bottom for extreme fear. We are double that percentage-wise now. And this is while the market is still ongoing its dump. Another reason why I believe that 2026 will not be the start of the bear market is because we've never seen a bear market begin with fear already this low in the prior year. For example's sake, 2022's bear market, what happened in 2021? Bitcoin and altcoins peaked. Where was fear and greed? Towards greed. We did not enter fear in 2021, and then 2022 in June, all of a sudden enter fear. Okay, we were in greed, and then we entered fear once the bear market took place for a period of time to where the disbelief stage set in. We're already in fear. And another reason why I believe we're going to see the biggest bull market is because altcoins are massively overdue for an altcoin season, and we've never seen assets not rise during quantitative easing. Another reason why I believe the big bull run is coming is because we've had so many black swan events take place for 2025 that altcoins were supposed to rally but couldn't because of the tariffs, because of the government shutdown, because of the war. A lot of things happened. The meme coins of Trump, Melania. A lot of things took place this year that were never meant to happen. And as such, it tanked altcoins. And again, anytime you see a war take place, Bitcoin usually hedges a lot more than the altcoins. Anytime you see tariffs come out, people don't want to see it. Makes inflation worse, makes things more expensive. People will sell to save their money. Okay, when your rent is threatened, when it's so expensive to buy eggs or milk at your local supermarket, you're not going to buy crypto. You're not going to buy stocks. You're going to buy and conserve your money. You're going to buy the essentials only. Crypto is not an essential asset. And the Trump Melania meme crap just sucked liquidity out of the entire market. Plus, this October 10th recent liquidity sweep that we saw, it didn't help either. Liquidity never came for the altcoins this year. So now we take into account quantitative easing taking place next year and the altcoins never having an altcoin season. That to me signals a massive spike for altcoins. We've never seen quantitative easing take place to where crypto and risk on assets have not soared in value. We are going to see this happen in 2026. So these are my reasons why I believe the biggest bull run is ahead of us and not behind us. But regardless of how long this takes, regardless if we have a pump heading into Q1, regardless if we dump further, like I said at the beginning of this video, there's money to be made in either market, bull or bear. There's money to be made. You just got to adjust your plan. Okay, we literally made a 2x in 7 days. If we enter more choppy sideways action heading into Q1, or if we enter more of a downtrend, you're still positioned on Discord to make money. You just got to adjust your plan. I firmly believe when things are bearish and choppy and boring, swing trading or shorting, which shorting is a part of swing trading, is the way to go. And when it comes to a bull market and sentiment rising and high volatility, that's where you want to be longing your positions you buy and hold. Okay, regardless of what the market is looking like, there's an opportunity in the moment. You just got to seize it. Right now, the interest is low on crypto. I'm seeing very low interest on YouTube, including my videos. This video will probably be no different. We'll probably get very few views. You as a person watching, when you see this, you should know right away if everybody's off YouTube, if everybody's off X, if everyone's selling their bags, now is the perfect time to take an opportunity by the horns and seize it. If you believe that the biggest bull market's coming, give me your reasons why down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And on that note, I'll see you next time.